Hello, welcome to WHIT Radio. I'm your host Tamara, and for my final show, our topic today is going to be about music and our opinions on music. So I have a special guest with us today, which is Mr. Dylan. He is an English teacher. He's one of my favorite teachers. And I have Jennifer and Aisha as my other guest panel. So, Mr. Dylan,
Thank you.
who is your favorite artist or band?
My favorite artist or band?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of difficult to say, but I do have a couple. One is probably The Who, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
I love The Who. Led Zeppelin is
I love
probably
Led Zeppelin.
one of my favorite bands as far as like music and blues. Songwriters, Bob Dylan is right
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. So Dylan I love. So there's many. It depends what genre.
Yeah.
Really.
How many concerts have you attended?
Oh, you ask a tough question. Jeez, I've been going to concerts ever since like maybe 12 or 13.
Wow.
So, well, it's not that old.
Oh, yeah.
But I've saved mostly all my ticket stubs, and I after about 400 or something, I stopped counting.
Oh, wow.
You know, so.
That's amazing. Wow. What past concerts do you wish you could have attended?
Oh, that's easy. I would love to see Heads.
Really?
Saw the Talking Heads. Are you familiar with Talking Heads?
No.
Burn Talking Heads. You should get
Oh,
familiar
wow.
with them.
Is there any specific concert that's your favorite that you attended?
Well, I went to quite a few. I guess my favorite would probably be my first concert. I must have been 12 or so.
Oh, wow.
And I saw The Who. And I remember very distinctly at Madison Square
No.
Garden. They had a wonderful show. I remember how loud it was. It was like the first time I ever walked,
No.
with my ears ringing. It was great. A lot of fun.
Did you sneak out?
To see the show?
Yeah.
Why do you ask that?
A lot of sneak out to see a show.
Well,
Oh, yeah, you
I
see?
hate to say that in front of a student. Like
No, it's okay.
yeah, it's okay. But I lived in Newark at the time.
Oh, wow.
And we were close to the subway. So on the subway, went to the city, and that's when I told my parents that I went to town.
Probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
At the moment, that's let's see. Maybe because I just asked you to play on the Scorpions, The Best Is Yet to Come. It always reminds me of every year when students graduate and leave. You spend 4 years with the same kids, and you get to know them very well. And it's kind of sad because they're gonna leave and move on. For them, it's kind of hopeful. It's a hopeful song where this isn't the end of something; it's the beginning, and it's the best is yet to come.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's also a heavy metal song.
Yeah.
Which I love,
Which band do you feel connected with the most?
Probably The Who. Pete Townsend is one of the greatest.
Yeah.
And he identified with a lot of stuff that young people go through. And growing up, I connected with a lot of his songs. If you look at it's a lot about young angst, and I know you
Yeah.
Well,
Teenage angst.
Teenage angst, teenage wasteland.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bob
that.
O'Reilly. So if you look at some of the music you identify with, well, I was the same way, and a lot of his stuff deals with, especially like his album Quadrophenia, about 4 different personalities into one person, and it really goes through the era of what it's like to grow up, and that none of it has changed for anybody.
Yeah. Do you enjoy listening to music? If so, explain why.
Of course, I like listening to it.
Why?
I love listening
Why
to
do you enjoy
music.
listening to it?
Well, music is a great changer. If you're down, it can make you feel good.
Yeah.
If you want to wallow in your
Pity.
self-pity, you can also pick some songs to do that.
Yeah.
It really is a great mood changer. And also it can give you memories when you're younger, or give you hope for the future.
Yeah.
It can make you dance. And, so those are all good feelings.
What about do you have a record collection?
I have a ridiculous record.
I've started collecting last summer. I have about I think 20.
Are you talking actual?
Yeah, actual
Yeah, I have. I'm Can't. They're in storage right now
No.
because well, there's no room to put them. Hundreds, I guess you would say. But I've also collected other records over the years. I started collecting a lot of blues records, a lot of jazz. I have not only albums, but I have 78.
Oh
I don't know
wow.
if you're familiar with 78.
Yeah, yeah.
They're-
A friend of mine for Christmas bought me a Doors records from Japan.
Oh, really?
It was $60. It's a really good record. It was a deluxe version.
It's amazing how a lot of the albums people are listening to albums again.
Yeah.
See, I like that though. I like the scratches. I like the
Really?
noise.
I
Oh yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
because I had a record and track was one of my favorite tracks. It kept repeating itself,
Well, that's different.
and I would get so angry at that. I just flipped off my record and just threw it away. I was so angry.
Well, forget that's one thing. But the pops and if you listen to, I got some records from the 1920s.
Oh
If you
wow.
listen to the scratches, I mean that's the enduring.
Like a warmth to it, yeah.
Yeah. So those are fun. But I think music is overproduced.
Yeah, it is.
So it's too slick. It's too much. That's why I prefer live.
Yeah. Okay, so I have some trivia questions for all you guys, including you too, in the back. Okay, let's see if anyone knows this question. Studio did the Beatles used to record 191 songs?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Abbey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What Michael Jackson album is the second best-selling album ever?
So Thriller?
Yeah. What guitarist released the band's first album, Are You Experienced, in 1967?
Wait, repeat the question?
What guitarist released his band's first album, Are You Experienced, in 1967?
Jimi Hendrix.
Yep. Okay, this one's really easy. You guys will know it.
Was on drums too.
Made up of Robert, John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, and John Bonham.
Oh, come on, is this ball?
I had to see questions.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
All
right.
They get
All right. Let's see if you guys know this. What singer recorded One Man before her tragic death in 2001?
Aaliyah.
Okay, yeah. And She's Going Down, Dance, and A Little Less 16 Candles appear on what Fall Out Boy album?
The core.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, here's my question. What do you have against Green Day? Okay. 'Cause that is one of my favorite bands. I was about 8 years old.
It's been done. It's been done before. To you, it's new.
No,
It's
it's not
exciting.
new. It's just they have like when he was younger, he went through as much as a lot of people go through
Right.
pretty hard times, and I connected with him like a different level than everyone else because it just like the lyrics were so beautifully written and like it was so dark and melancholy and like I just love them, and especially when I saw their musical, I connected with it so like deeply.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You connect with them.
Yeah.
All right. I connect with people.
Mhm.
So when you see things like American Idiot and those wonderful songs that they put together, for me it was Quadrophenia.
No.
Right? Never done that. For me, but for you, you see it a different way. I like to experience it a little different. I've been going back further and further to listen to more of the jazz and the blues, and we're talking about 20s and 30s, just because I like to see the progression where everything's been. When you say Green Day, I'm like, okay, unless they come up with something that is different.
They're trying. They're doing things now. They're like working in the record studio. Have you heard the rumors? In supposedly 2019, they're trying to create a new Woodstock festival.
Well, it's possible because there has been, I think 3 Woodstock festivals in the past. There's been one, of course, in '69, '69 I think so, and then in the early '80s they had another Woodstock.
The recent
Yeah.
Green Day were in that one.
Right.
Mhm.
Green. Well, I know Todd runs that
Oh.
one. Yeah, I actually went to that one.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's been
that one was hectic. That one.
Oh,
There was
a lot
mud
of
thrown
rain.
everywhere. Oh my goodness.
A lot of rain. So it was, but the Woodstock name. I don't know if they'll capture anything like they did in '69
Yeah.
as far as like what those festivals were about. It was Vietnam going on.
Yeah.
A lot of different attitude. The country was changing. Now it just seems more like they would put on nice festivals for profit. So.
Yeah, and have tons of food.
Right.
What are your plans this summer? You have any attend any new concerts?
Actually, it's funny. I was supposed to Journey tonight, but I
Are you?
I decided.
Why not?
It's just I got class till 5. I got some other things.
Cancel that, dude.
Cancel.
That's Journey. Oh my goodness.
You're in the.
So it's fine with me.
But yeah, Journey. But I'm I think there's a couple. I go to this music festival in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania every year.
Oh, wow.
In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, there's it's called Music.
Mhm.
If anybody's interested, because the festival is free.
Really?
It's for 10 days.
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
About 1 million people come through there in about 10 days.
Wow.
And you a lot of jazz, blues, but then you hear like types of music like reggae. You Native American jazz.
Wow,
You hear,
that's a new one.
yeah. Well, that's what they're about. They have some like Alex will show up.
Really?
Things
That's
happen.
interesting. Wow, I never
Yeah.
heard.
Check it out. Music
I-
Fest
yeah.
in Bethlehem. It's not at all.
Thank you for being my special guest today, and thank you as well. I'm your host, Tamara, and great afternoon.